This is the inside of my Kingfisher 20. You can see we have a forward hatch here, which I just cracked open to get some air in. I've taken everything out so you can see the bare boat. Very nice deep locker on both sides. A nice locker in the front. That's supposed to be for the anchor. I don't normally keep an anchor there, but other people do. The front pipe is for the anchor chain to go down into a chain locker. So there's a chain locker, an anchor locker, two big lockers. All of these lockers are individual. They do not go into the bilge. So they are bulkhead lockers. They're designed, as this boat is designed to be an ocean-going boat, even though it's only 20 feet long. They're designed to act as flotation. So even if you get swamped in here, you'll have air inside of these lockers to be able to help keep it flotation. If I was going to do long, cross the ocean kind of sailing with this, I'd be tempted to fill these with foam to act as permanent flotation. The V-berth here is pretty wide, but then it narrows down towards the pipe area there. And I would be very tempted, if I was going to be taking this on long distances, to put a filler in here and make this a nice big V-berth for sleeping. Right now what I do is I keep my sails and gear like that up here because I only go out for a day or two. Turning around so you can see, this is the, we have dual bulkheads that makes it into a 3-cabin, the forward berth, the area for the head, the area for a hanging locker. Now this hanging locker it's a wet locker, so you put your wet clothes in there, it will go down into the bilge. I put a little plastic drawer set here to keep my clothes and things. Anything that I want to keep dry, I just keep it in here. There is a shelf back here. I've never really used it, but there is a shelf. And there's another shelf on this side. This being the area where the head is, it's got a couple of features. First of all, it's got a clean out pipe there, so when you put in a marine sanitary device toilet, which is a porta potty with a clean out, you've got a clean out built in. It also has an area on the deck where you could put in a vent if you wanted to vent this area for when you were using your head. Again, this is the hanging locker. Up forward, or backwards actually, is the main cabin. And here you can see it goes way back. It's at least 7 feet for sleeping. I'm a 6-foot person and I never touch the end. I put a cushion down, which comes with the boat, 2 cushions, and I sleep here. Actually, I normally sleep on the other side. I sleep on this side. Don't know why, just do. Little switch panel, one for the nav lights, and then 3 switches for your inside lights. Got an inside light here, an inside light here, and then one on the other side of this bulkhead. Nice shelf system. This is where you're supposed to put your camp stove, and above it, in the advertising of the Kingfisher 20, they advertise that this is a very unique thing. You put your plates up here and they stay nice and warm because of the heat off of your stove. I don't know how practical that is, but it's certainly a good sales pitch. You can see through here is the compass, and the compass does have a light, which I never wired up, but you certainly can use the light. It does have a unique kind of tray area back here. That's where I keep, for this side, that's where I keep the fuel for the furnace, for the stove. On the other side is supposed to be either a nav station or a cooking area, prep area. I keep back there all my drinks, my tea bags, and hot chocolate mix and those kind of things, spices, all the miscellaneous things that I take with me. I just put a bucket back there with them all in. And then here is the sink. You actually step on the sink to come down the stairs. And there's a fair amount of room down underneath the sink. and there's a fair amount of room down here. The sink has two faucets. One faucet, the one on the starboard side, gets its water from a tank out in the cockpit. The other one gets its water from the outside water, for like seawater or something. The idea is you can use the seawater for doing most of your rinsing of your dishes, and then clean it up with a little bit of fresh water. Don't use them, only because I don't have a need to. I bring 1 gallon jugs with me and tend to use those. So this is the interior of the boat. I'll do another video of the exterior.